It's neon. It's raining. It's Sunday on my side. Go ahead and subscribe now. It's very gray out, man. We chilling though. Yo, did you check Smackdown? October 27th. I was banging with it. I mean, it was moving some things forward. Other things was kind of just chilling. So let's get into it because I wouldn't get to a certain part if they even bring it up. That was just weird. Maybe it was just something else I was thinking I was looking at. I don't know. Whatever though. All right. Contract signing LA Knight Roman Reigns. All right, man. Another character in the top slot. We seeing it with LA Knight. I'm looking at a guy right now, and I'm seeing the limit. Not the line he's at his limit. I'm seeing the sky being the limit for him. I'm liking what I'm looking at. The promos is working for him. He's falling into position the right way. You could tell from the first week into this week, and then this is a big show being, Crown Jewel. Man, I'm looking at him. He interrupted Roman and all the rest of it. It was well written. It was a good spot, and nobody else could have pulled it off. So it's like, yeah, his character is definitely already seen. So we're gonna continue to hope to develop on it, man. Look, the tribal chief character now at this point, what I'm looking at when I see him, and how he's conducting himself, how he's performing, it's it's a complete 180 from what we saw just a couple of years ago when he was so constricted. Excuse me. So now to see this long reign, it's like, man, it making sense of another 1,000 days. This can really be a thing. How do we keep it this fresh moving forward? I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. So it's still very early in that part, but look, LA Knight is going to make an awesome challenge. I think this is going to position him in another, I don't know, we doing this for a month? How long we doing this for? These are the questions now that I would have for it. Like, we know he can't win there. But then who's next after LA Knight? And how are they gonna be able to follow up on challenging Roman now? Because this is really starting to turn into Roman holding that title for as long as possible. We put it on Cody at Mania. I'm not against the idea only because that thing needs to move around. But I think we on to something, so I think we might be able to really pull something off with getting Roman to that one spot, because when's the next time this is going to be able to happen? You know what I mean? Whatever. So yeah, real good opening segment, man. LA Knight improving himself, obviously. He looks good. Street Profits, LWO, Carlito Santos. Oh, man. All right, so Street Profits won, new song. It's still forming. It's still all coming together because they still got a lot of Street Profits intro, and it's like, but these guys are supposed to be new now, so they do their little thing and they have little small tweaks, but blah. Okay, fine. They look good. They moving good. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of them. So there goes that, and then nobody looks weak, and I'm noticing that with a lot of the booking. Like, there's always a position that can, like, everyone is maximizing everything that's going on. Like, Ray took a hit there, okay, cool, but we all love Ray, so it's like, no problem. He gonna get the comeback. Logan building the match, that's fine. That was good. And then they rebuilding the little screws in his hand, so that's fine. Carlito having something to do, and then Santos sending him to the back. You know what I mean? Like, that's all good stuff. And then the Street Profits picking up the victory. So it's like, all right, instead of it being, what it would have been from back in the day, where one of the teams just taking a loss and then the other team, going into Forgotten Land, and then, the other team picking up the victory. But what are we really getting out of it all? Next up, Paul Heyman, John Cena, solo, brutal attack. All right. Cena's segment was very heartfelt. We all know John Cena needs to be the one that breaks the record. We all know that. So when he gets there, you know what I mean? he can thank everyone attached, like, period. Everyone that was there for him along the journey. I don't know how he's going to get there, but we pulling for him on this side. Like, like, it's long enough now to where you can actually look at the story and appreciate it. So, Godspeed to John Cena, and we pulling for him for real when it comes to however he gets to 17 or whatever. So that's cool. Everything else, all the story, good. Like, whatever's going on with John Cena right now, in my opinion, if they have the space for him, look, I'm sounding like John Cena now. But if they have the space for him to fit into the show for the meantime, then that's what we should do. Keep things popping. Whenever he got to go, he'll go and handle business, but he'll be fine. So there's that. Pardon me. Need to get a sip of water. Anyway. Alright, so what are you looking at? Okay, Dragon Lee and Cedric Alexander. Alright, pardon me. The backstage promo was okay. New opportunities. That's what I'm looking at. New opportunities. And I'm seeing a superstar that's been there for a while, been around, seen a lot of the experiences. And it's a good introduction, for real, into the newer superstars in this new era of WWE that we have. So, the match was bananas. And based on what I done seen over the years of me watching, and shouts to the whole Level Up process and program, everybody down there. Because technically, that's the only reason why I'm out here doing this right now. Because they love it just as much as we all do on this side. So, now that we've reached this part of the era, a match like Cedric Alexander versus Dragon Lee, regardless of winning, can show them and remind them exactly what they're striving for. Because everybody might not be getting to them top slots, but at the same time, you do want to be on TV, because it could be any type of moment that'll really, like, get you over and keep you over. Like, I've got so many, and I remember one that I think back to right now with a superstar that, they're not here anymore, but anytime they win the ring, they would almost, they would look like they were about to almost kill themselves, and it's like, oh my God, but over time, when you see that each match, it's like, yo, and you find that care. Now, it's not about people just almost killing themselves. It could be any type of moment. It could be a color spot on the show, any in a match, anything, so I've been personally looking forward to moments like this, matches like this between Dragon Lee and Cedric Alexander. I just didn't know who it would be. So, shout out to the Cruiserweight Classic, and even the NXT process right now with all of it. So that's what I'm looking at, and I'm really optimistic about how things can go with just that part of the mid card. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it continues to build for that. Next up, we got the women. Finally, oh my God, Bianca Belair came back to TV. Do I have to say finally again? Shouts to Tez. So, she's going to challenge Io at Crown Jewel. Man, Crown Jewel is looking like it's going to be a real long show. But this is about to be effing bananas, man. Like, Raw got what they got going on. Smackdown got what they got going on. Raw we're not going to talk Raw right now. We're talking Smackdown. Shouts to Nick Aldis. We all remember when girls wasn't allowed to do that. Girls wasn't allowed to do what they about to do, this coming Saturday at Crown Jewel. That's real. So, enough said on that, because we're not going to get all emotionalized about it, but real good stuff, man. Excuse me. Getting choked up about it, right? All right. So, good stuff. But now moving on. LA Knight, Jimmy Uso. LA Knight picks up the victory. Hit Roman with blunt force trauma. This ends the show. Next to the women's tag titles being on the show, which is like, okay. Excuse me, man. Like I said at the beginning of the show, LA Knight and Roman Reigns, what they're right now, they're in a good space for each other. I think that Roman could use a match in this era like LA Knight, which showed against Jimmy. And then we haven't really seen Roman wrestle at all. Or rather, I say we haven't seen a match get produced with Roman in it in this new era for real. This is a big show at Crown Jewel, and anything can happen. Things could change, like, for real. Now, we're not saying that Roman should be out here losing the title. Absolutely the motherfucker not. He's going to keep the title. He's going to continue with his streak and path and all the rest of that. But LA Knight could be the megastar after this. And we don't know where this is going. I don't think he should try to go for a title after this. He should just continue to catch victories. And then whenever they get done with this United States Championship business, LA Knight could get into that and then really level that title up. This is the way I'm seeing it play out. And we hoping for the best on that. So we got to get through this match first. I'm done with whatever is going on with this reign right now. So, yo, go ahead, subscribe, holla at me. I'll talk to you soon, man.